Okay, let's be honest. In a world where you can book a flight to literally anywhere from your phone, the whole idea of a travel agent feels a little, well, old-fashioned, a bit of a relic, right? But what if I told you that one of the oldest jobs in travel is making this huge and super modern comeback? Yeah, let's get into it. So, picture this. You're ready to plan a vacation. You open up your laptop, you're excited, thinking you'll book that perfect trip in just a few clicks. It should be easy. But we've all been there, haven't we? We know that's not exactly how it goes down. Before you know it, you're just lost in this digital maze. You've got, 20, 30 tabs open? You're squinting at reviews, trying to figure out if Amazing Beach Vibes 123 is a real person or a bot. And the sheer number of options is it's exhausting. It's total decision fatigue, and you haven't even started packing yet. And look, this isn't just a feeling. Get this. The average American spends about 18 hours planning just one vacation. 18! That is more than 2 full workdays that you're spending just trying to get ready to go relax. It's kind of wild when you think about it. So that brings us right to the heart of it. If all this technology was supposed to make booking travel so simple, why on earth are people going back to an actual human being for help? The answer is really, really interesting, and it starts with what you're actually getting for your money. So, reason number one, it's all about value. And I don't just mean getting a cheap flight. I'm talking about real, tangible perks that make your trip better. Stuff that's pretty much impossible to get your hands on when you're booking by yourself. I mean, just take a look at this note from some travelers, Lisa and Gary. Getting upgraded to a suite, getting hundreds of dollars in credits. That's a total game changer, right? That's not just some random stroke of luck. That happens because advisors have these deep industry connections they can use for you. And here's where you can really see the difference. When you book online, you're basically just another confirmation number in a massive system. But when you book with an advisor, you become a VIP. Because of their networks, things like free daily breakfast, $100 or more in hotel credits for the spa or dinner, and getting priority for room upgrades, those become standard. You go from being just another booking to a guest they want to take care of. And just how much value are we talking about here? Well, in one actual case, a client got over $1,400 in added perks. That's a suite upgrade, credits, the whole deal, just because they booked through an advisor. And a lot of the time, this doesn't cost you anything extra. But okay, the value here goes way beyond just money and free stuff. The second huge reason for this comeback is all about saving something that's maybe even more precious: your time. This is really why the job title itself has shifted from travel agent to travel advisor. They're not just booking things for you anymore. They're like architects for your trip. They actually talk to you, they get your vibe, and then they use all their insider knowledge to build a trip that a search engine could never, ever come up with. This quote from a Reddit user is such a perfect example. Millions of people jam into Pompeii every year, right? Well, this person's advisor gave them an insider tip to check out Ostia Antica, which was ancient Rome's port city. It's bigger, it's easier to get to, and they had these incredible ruins almost completely to themselves. That's the kind of magic an algorithm just can't give you. So what does this actually look like for you, the traveler? It's actually beautifully simple. First, you just have a chat so they can understand what you're looking for. Then, instead of drowning you in 100 options, they come back with just a few perfect, tailored choices. You pick one, they handle all the boring, complex booking stuff, and then they've got your back for the entire trip. So you can just say goodbye to those 18 hours of stress. All right, this third reason, this might be the most important one of all. Especially today. In a world that feels pretty uncertain, people want a safety net. They want to know that a real human being has their back if something goes wrong. We've all had that nightmare, or at least we've dreaded it. That heart-sinking moment when your flight gets canceled or something goes sideways. What do? Who are you supposed to call? Well, instead of sitting on hold with an airline for 3 hours or trying to figure out a crisis by yourself in a country where you don't speak the language, you just make one call. That's it, one person. Your advisor becomes your problem solver. And the support system here is actually way more powerful than you might think. Many advisors are part of bigger networks that have 24/7 emergency hotlines and even their own flight desks to handle rebookings day or night. Now compare that to the online help desk, where you're usually stuck navigating some automated phone menu during business hours. It's literally the difference between a crisis team and a robot. So let's pull all of this together. The comeback of the travel advisor, it's not about turning back the clock. It's about a really powerful evolution, a blend of human expertise and smart technology that's perfect for the modern world. This timeline really tells the whole story, doesn't it? Back in the 2000s, online booking just crushed the industry. Jobs dropped by like 70%. But then the pandemic hit, and it was this massive reset button. It reminded everybody about the importance of safety, of having an expert, of having a plan B. And now we're seeing the expert make a return, but this time they're armed with incredible tech to deliver that high-touch service. So it is definitely time to bust some of those old myths. The idea of an outdated middleman? Nope. Today, it's a tech-savvy expert. That it's an extra cost? Actually, it's a source of added value and amazing perks. And the idea that they're just a booking service? Not even close. They are your personal advocate for your entire trip. So, as we wrap this up, I'll just leave you with this one final thought. In a world that's only getting more complicated, where your time is precious and your peace of mind is everything, the real question isn't whether travel advisors are still a thing. The real question is taking that next trip worth the risk of trying to do it all by yourself?